Hey there, hope you're doing great today. What are the leading economic indicators that I would like to follow? Before I answer this question, which I am very often asked, I would like to remind you that my videos are for educational and entertainment purposes only and do not constitute tax, legal, or investment advice. So, as investors, it is extremely important that we have at a minimum general awareness of not only the micro trends in our local markets, but also the macro, global, geopolitical events and trends. Because at the end of the day, those exogenous events have very high likelihood and often do have the potential to impact the overall performance of our investment, the valuation, and such. Indicators that you often hear about, such as unemployment, inflation, GDP growth, typically fall in the category of lagging indicators, meaning they are typically reported after the fact and document trends that have already happened and are in the past. What I would like to follow in addition to those are the leading economic indicators. In other words, data points that may signify or help you uncover trends and events that are about to happen. Of course, nobody has a crystal ball, yet it is still very important to keep a close pulse on the data and then formulate your own opinion and take action accordingly. So those leading economic indicators fall into two buckets, what I like to call retail or individual consumer, and then business. So I'll give you three on each side. On the retail front, what I'd like to see is the level of consumer debt and consumer delinquencies. Why is that important? Well, typically, if it continues to rise and especially if delinquencies are high, it could be an indicator that people are struggling financially for one or another reason, to a point where they have to tap into credit cards, personal lines of credit, and such to cover basic living expenses. And there could be a number of factors driving that, but the effect of that financial strain or instability, for example, let's say you're a real estate investor, right, could impact affordability or ability of your tenants to keep up with the rent if they face those really high financial burdens. Number two that I would like to follow is the consumer spending as well, especially around major holiday season. Now, one could argue that this is more of an after the fact metric, and yes, typically those trends are documented after the fact, but it could be an indicator of their overall appetite and propensity to spend. And number three, I would say, are personal savings, right? What is consumer safety net? Do they have that cushion to lean on in the event of a distress? And so you don't want to look at just personal savings, because as population grows and so forth, the absolute number may increase, but you really want to see really want to understand the savings rate as percent of their total income, because that could be another indicator of financial strain. So we'll cover the business indicators in a follow-on video, and until then, stay tuned and like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you at the next one. Ciao!